less than a year before we can make any type of presentation to the public as far as changing our charter. I know that Councilmember Bradford sent a letter to you, and I hope you're going to consider that and develop a committee to review the charter process, and to see if we can make some changes in it that are substantial. I know that a couple of years ago we had some cosmetic changes, and I think we need to make some changes that will have a positive effect going forward in the city. Also, a couple of months ago, we had a sign ordinance or some sign issues come up before council, and I remember speaking with you, and you said that you'd bring it back up. I would like to see that, because the election cycle is now, and there's going to be a lot of political signs out. I would like to get some clarity on it. I know that a couple of years ago, some candidates, 3 candidates for sure, had received a number of citations. Talking to one of the sign enforcement officers, he said it was the first time that he knew of in the history of the city where they wrote tickets to candidates. I will tell you that Clyde Grimes, that came and testified here about his signs, all of his were dismissed. I think the only ones that are pending now are Eric Dix. But I would like to have some clarity about it, and I'd like the sign orders to come back up, and we need to discuss this, as all of us are candidates, again, by next November or sooner. I say all of us, some of us anyway. And I'd like to think that we have some clarity that when you put a sign out, we know what's required of us. Also, we had submitted a feeding petition for a charter amendment some time ago. I know that it wasn't acted on quickly as the last ordinance that we had. It was done quickly because of the statute, or the ordinances we have in our charter, or the direction in charter about counting petitions. But I'd like to have an update on the feeding petition and where we are on that, because I get calls on it regularly. The other thing I'd like to mention is the municipal courts. I know that I have been viewed as somebody that's been very critical of the municipal courts process, and I know I have, but we need now to, and I want to become a part of the solution and help. I've talked to the committee chairman over public safety, Councilmember Gonzalez, about how we can help the municipal courts to get on track. Right now, the expenses are up and the revenues are down considerably. I know the projected income for 2014 is somewhere around $4 million. Back when Sylvia Garcia was the presiding judge, the difference between revenues and expenses were about $28 million. So I would like to see us at least take a look at what she was doing at that time and what we're doing now, and maybe bring some help. I also learned that as a result of a judge entering in a manual process on the computer, it opened up Court 18 to where they had 400 defendants on one day at Court 18 last week, and it was just overwhelming. So that was like maybe 5 times more than normal. So that somehow or another we need to be paying attention to that a little closer. As many of you know, my office is right next door to the police union, which is a block from the city courthouse. And some days the courthouse is just packed, and you can't even find a place to park within 3 to 4 blocks of the city courts. And then there's days that there's no cars at all. So there's got to be something going on, because I'm sure on those days not everybody's getting the bus. So I'd like to see us somehow or another help the municipal courts. Maybe in some meetings we can have in the committee, we can try to figure out what the problem is, identify it, and then try to come up with some solutions. Because the citizens, they need to be properly served by the municipal courts. And I would really, Mayor, appreciate a response on these.
Particularly on the sign ordinance, I hope you like lots and lots of tickets during this election cycle. And I will ask the appropriate committee to receive an update on enforcement of the ordinance. And take your other requests under advisement. And on the charter issues, as council members have been advised repeatedly, the most prudent way to raise issues that ought to come to the agenda is simply to put that in writing to me, shared with colleagues, rather than passing a petition to colleagues. But if you have particular charter amendments that you'd like to have considered by the administration, I would hope that you would submit them in writing or bring them up here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilmember Wynn.
Thank you, Mayor.